And we are going to watch the interview and react to it live. And if some of you want to, and this is not a requirement, I'm just going to sit here and watch and talk about what I think. If some of you want to, you can go over into the chat and ask James questions. Now, I want to be very, 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 very clear. I do not want any disruption. I do not want any shit posting. I do not want any personal insults. I don't even want you to bring up the fact that James forced his wife to be in an open marriage so he could go around the country banging his groupies. I don't want any of that. When we ask questions in chats on other people's channel, we are polite, we are professional, we keep the high road, we make sure the questions that we're asking are always relevant to the content being discussed. No, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm actually not being sarcastic. We make sure the questions are always relevant, and we ask them once. We do not spam the chat. We do not break any of the rules, because here's the thing. James is already trying to get my YouTube channel banned for committing the crime of watching him talk about things on the internet and saying things that he doesn't like. And so if James has the opportunity to get my YouTube channel banned because of the behavior of my audience in that chat, he will do it. And I don't want to get my YouTube channel banned. We follow the rules. We're not like raiding his chat. We're not shitposting. We are not disrupting. We film the whole thing to make sure if it ever comes down to it, we have everything on video, James, so you can lie to the public all you want about what we do when we ask you questions that you don't like. But really, all we are doing is asking questions that are inconvenient for James, A, because he doesn't know how to answer half of them, which proves that he's not the grand expert that he thinks he is. B, might actually expose the audience watching the conversation to more information than they would have had otherwise. So if you're going to go over, and I really mean this, guys, if I see people over in that chat that I recognize from my chat and you are disrespecting my wishes, you are representing me over there, okay? If you disrespect my wishes in that chat, then you're going to get banned over here, because I'm not going to have that shit. We keep it above board. We are better than him. We know we're better than him. We don't need to act like unhinged hooligans.
A few moments later.
So we do have a chat, though. I wanted to from Reagan in the
Yes!
a question in the chats here. Speaking of Canada, can you tell us anything about the Revolutionary Communist Party,
Yeah,
the
James,
RCP, that has been organizing
Yeah.
in Canada?
do it.
Yeah, I probably could. I know a little bit about the RevComs. I know
Not
a
the
little bit about how the
RevComs.
RevComs
Wrong.
also here in the United
Reagan,
States
say the
have worked with
RevComs are not the
AOC, for example.
Revolutionary Communist
she's
Party.
talking
They're
about
two different
recently?
groups.
But yes, the
Ugh.
RevComs are this really strange offshoot of the communists.
Wrong.
Communists actually themselves don't claim the RevComs.
Completely wrong.
They say that it's a
Reagan,
weird cult.
the
There's an offshoot. I'd have to
Revolutionary
go back and
Communist
read
Party in Canada is
about them
not
again
the
to remember what the
RevComs.
deal
They are
is,
two
if they don't
different
agree with
groups.
each other. But I know who Reagan is, so we got to have a conversation. Reagan is one of my crazy stalker's lieutenants.
Oh, boy.
And so we got to talk about my crazy stalker, because this is what they do.
Hi, James.
So I have a crazy
Make
stalker.
it all about me, James.
Allegedly, she's 500 pounds shut in. I don't know.
No.
She sends
Video
people
right
every
now.
time I do a live stream to come to all of my stuff and harass and put these questions to try to get me to say things, because they got some weird sadomasochistic dominance thing going on, some weird sex cult they're running. I don't know. You should see the memes. It's like me being bondage dominated by this fat woman who's really ugly, and it's all like, say capitalism, James. They want me to do certain things, and then they celebrate when I answer their questions or when their questions make it on the air, and they try to disrupt the streams. So what I want to say about them is this problem has gotten big enough to where I talked to law enforcement about them, and law enforcement
and they
went
told
digging.
you nothing.
And law enforcement came back and said, well, these people violate terms of service like this, because what she's doing
No.
right now is violating terms of service. She's
Asking
probably
you questions
co-streaming
is
your
not violating
content
terms of
on
service,
her channel, which is
James.
against YouTube terms of service.
Oh.
And she keeps getting reported for it, but she never gets kicked off.
He's going to call me a
And
fed.
so he said,
He's
I
gonna call
can't
me a
explain
fed.
this for certain, but I'm pretty sure there are very few explanations for why somebody's account would be allowed to
It's
violate
not
terms of service.
violating
So much
terms
and
of
the most
service to
common,
ask you
most
questions,
likely
asshole.
option is that this woman is a confidential informant, aka
That
a fed.
is such bullshit.
Now you say, well, who would want a 500-pound shut-in as a fed who does all of this weird shit on the internet and has an obsession? Could you imagine being her FBI handler?
Look at how far he's going
Like,
off about me.
He's got to be screaming, like, leave James alone. Leave James alone. Oh my God, could you just do something different one day? But what this woman has done in the past few months, allegedly under the auspices of getting my attention, has gone full groiper, claims she loves Hitler, claims
I
that
never
she's
said I loved
super
Hitler.
racist and all of these
No,
terrible things, uses
wrong.
the N-word with the hard R, puts out all this pro-Hitler
I've done
stuff,
that
Hitler was
twice,
right, blah,
yeah.
blah, blah, because she's ingratiating herself to the Groiper group.
In the last couple months,
She
I've
went
been
on a
talking to the
road trip
Groipers
with
for
one of the Groipers. She flew across country. Married woman flies across country to go on a road trip
I
with this
did.
alcoholic loser
I
that goes
did.
by Siggy Friend. They make it partway across the country. It all falls
Siggy
apart.
mentioned?
Why would this happen? Oh, wait, she's probably a confidential informant who's trying to get Groipers to go
Love
to jail, like
Siggy.
she got Jay Sixers probably to go to jail, who she probably was the first. That's where that probably started. We don't know the
This is
details. What I just said is all speculative. But
Yes,
I don't
it is
answer
all
questions from the
speculative.
groups.
Okay, good to know. I was wondering why the chat was so full today.
Yeah. So that's a tactic that they use. It's also a violation of terms of service.
It's not, James. It's not,
the tactic
actually.
is to make it so that it's so unpleasant for people who host me to host me that they won't host me again.
We literally just
Usually I
asked
don't
you
even
about
look
the
at the
Revolutionary
comments, so
Communist
I will-
Party of
I
Canada.
never look at the comments, and except
And you went on an
when people send me
insane
screenshots of what these people are
diatribe.
doing, I've literally never see any of it.
Yeah, you
but it's been
definitely
going on
never
for
see
months
any of
and
it.
months, years actually.
Over a
Some
year and a
weird
half, yeah.
sexual obsession and like you.
No. Sorry, James.
Yeah,
I
it
really
is
don't
weird
wanna
because
fuck
that
you.
definitely, we never have that kind of activity in
No.
here. So they're definitely following you around.
Yeah.
Just
Again, imagine being her FBI handler. Leave him
My
alone. He's
FBI
got to be screaming
handler.
into a pillow every night.
Oh
Leave him
my
alone.
God.
anyway.
Find something else to do.
Can someone ask, James, are you ever going to answer the question about the Revolutionary Communist Party of Canada?
Because we've kind of got this sort of reactionary response to the left now. That's almost programmed
I am now
on
emblematic
the right
of the woke
over
right.
the last little while. But so
Complete
how does because
spur,
most of the right
James.
is
My
not.
informant, no.
I don't even know if it's a
No,
far right. But,
Everything James said was
not
wrong.
far right
on-
like
on-
politically.
I mean,
but
there were a
there's
couple
bunch
things
of
that
the
were kind of
fringe of
correct,
the
but
right
most
that
of it
is-
was wrong.
is
Yeah, complete spurg.
is getting weird.